We don't have enough. Well, it's freezing out here. We'll do what we have to do. Just make one a little different. Wrapping arrows today. Nothing exciting. You know, it's part of it. Part of it. Nice. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Probably not the way Boning designed it, but it's the way I'm doing it. Oh, wow. Thought more people would be in by now. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. There's the wraps. Nothing fancy, but they do look pretty good, if I do say so myself. Boning was kind enough to send these to me. We're gonna test them out, see how they stick. I think Boning makes the best wraps in the game, honestly, but to each their own. But these Boning wraps are just rock solid. Got them on the Easton FMJs. Hello, Chicken Smart. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Got a little more time today than I did yesterday, so if anybody was on here yesterday and there's any questions or comments you didn't get to make, feel free to let me know. I'll answer the best I can, but I'm no pro. So don't take my word for anything, but you're welcome. Do you have help on building ships? Ships? No. I do not help any suggestions on building ships. Now, arrows, sure. Ships, not so much. Make sure you guys, if you're enjoying the live and you want to see more live, make sure you hit the like, give me a follow, subscription, and I don't think you'll regret it. No, I don't know how to build Star Wars ships. Chishin. Thank you for the emoji. Appreciate it. Thanks for the like, too. Really appreciate all the likes. Gonna move you guys real quick because we need to cut these. Oh, no, we don't. Why do we need to cut these? But we do need to fletch them up. So we're gonna do some fletching here. We've just got the Boning Alpha. Give me strength. Not the Boning Alpha. I'm using the Blitzenberger jig because I like it. And because I like it, I don't really feel much of a need to get that new fancy OHP one or whatever one it is that everybody likes. Like the October or something. Well, build a shelf or something. I don't know. You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong place. I unfortunately can't give you much advice on what you're looking for. So I apologize for that. But if you want any arrow building stuff, Make sure when you guys are fletching that you know the difference between right and left helical. Important stuff, especially if you're going to be building them for customers. They tend to like to get the right thing. Yeah, sorry, Spidey, or whoever. I wish I could be more help, but that's all I got, unfortunately. So boning alphas are what we're rolling with today. 2 whites, and then the off is going to be red. As I usually do the red first. And we've got, what, 6 to fletch, so we're going with 6. Just gonna rock and roll. Hit the notification bell. That is something I always forget to remind people of. The notification bell is just gonna help you know when I upload, what I upload, and if there's any updates on the channel. One thing I always do on these clamps is, before I start fletching, is clean any excess glue. That always tends to be a problem for me. So clean any excess glue, go from there. I'm just fletching these. I'm not gluing any inserts in or cutting them today, but we will certainly be doing that in the future. Probably tomorrow, if I had to guess, but not sure yet. Blue action, just quick swipe, couple swipes, and apply. And I'll show you the finished product here when I'm done, but I'm really liking the way these are turning out. They look good. I'm very impressed. Do you make flies? I'm not sure what you mean by flies. You lost me on that one. Flies. I don't know what that means. To elaborate. Nice, love this type of live stream. Well, thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that. Nothing exciting, but you're here, I'm here. We're all here. Oh, flies, like fly fishing. I don't. I do fly fish, but very rarely, not often enough to make my own flies. We're talking once, twice a year maybe. Depends. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that like button. Helps with the live, helps push it out. If you double tap, whoa! That's not what you want to do. That's what happens when you're talking. But yeah, double tap the screen. Give me a thumbs up. It does wonders. That was embarrassing though. Ignore that. If you saw that, ignore that, please. Please ignore that. That's what happens when I get distracted. Whoa. Sight tape. But yeah, if you like it, heart it. Helps me a lot. And, you'll get more content. But new video going up on the channel. That will be Monday, so keep an eye out for that. It's already uploaded. It'll be premiering Monday, so if you don't want to miss it as soon as it drops, go ahead and go to the video and hit the notification bell. Now you can hit the notification bell on, next to the little subscribe button. But you can also just hit the button next to the video. I don't think you're going to want to miss it. It's all about arrows. Kind of my go-to arrow for this year. So you won't be disappointed, I can assure you of that. If you like that kind of stuff. If you don't, well, you're probably going to be thoroughly disappointed by the video. But if you're into archery, into the outdoors, you'll like it. You'll like it real good. All right. When I'm making arrows for myself, and I'll show you the final product, right? So just a little slight helical, nothing crazy. But I always just run my fingers down the veins and get a little, any excess glue off. And then I always put a little dab on the end of each vein, and I find that that just helps them stay in place. That was not the best arrow I've ever fletched, but it wasn't the worst either. But this is kind of just a free flow stream. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Feel free to gift, but you don't have to. Thank you for the little emoji, Shar Zoomin. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps the channel. YouTube likes that kind of stuff. It pushes it to more people. So I would really appreciate likes. You're welcome to sit and watch, comment, do whatever you want. Perfect. I usually let them sit, hold pressure for a few minutes, let them sit for a few minutes. Hold pressure for a few seconds, let them sit. And with this AAE glue, it tends to be ready to rock and roll whenever you are. Do you really even have to wait? Probably not. Probably not. This stuff. Tend to just, and this is what most guys do, I think, too, but just dab along the vein and then kind of smear it down with just the tip of the glue. What that will do is just kind of eliminate any air pockets. A lot of these glue cure because of due to like lack of oxygen, so that's the only way they'll cure. So when you do that, you just have to be aware of that, obviously, but it's no big deal. Just make sure you smear the glue. You'll be all set. This one's about wrapped up already. Sometimes I just have to get to the end of things, Oh, that one's gonna be a little funky. Need to scrape a little excess glue off that one. What's going on here? I was like, why is it not in the right spot? Why isn't it in the right spot? Did I grab the wrong? I did. That's a right helical. Didn't I literally just say something about making sure your left and right helical or you have those sorted right? Example. Lining up at all? No, I know why. Whoa. It hasn't even been a long day. I don't know why. Should you guys hit the follow button, leave a comment. Just doing some arrow building here. See, nice boning wraps, boning veins. Share the live. Sharing the live obviously helps. And just enjoy yourself. What do you say? What do you say? You know what? I think I've changed my mind. I think I am going to cut these two just to show you the full arrow building process. Number 2, just going with the 3 fletch today. I used to do a lot of 4 fletch. I still like 4 fletched. It's just a little more expensive for the benefit kind of doesn't, I don't know. It's not beneficial in my eyes. Yes, I do hunt. Sorry, we're gonna have to change out my cords here because I'm like that. And we're gonna cut these up. So this shouldn't be too loud, but you've been warned. That is missing. That's an Allen key. And it needs adjusted. I think this one might do it. Nope. Archery and Allen keys. They go together like something. I don't know. There's a lot of Allen keys in archery, in the world of archery. forgot that this was loose too. Well, we might be out of luck here. We can't find this. I hunt a lot of stuff. I hunt deer, turkey, pigs, elk, moose, anything that moves and anything I can eat. You can pretty much bet that I'm gonna be hunting it. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. I knew this was gonna happen too. Why would we? Well, I don't think we're going to be cutting any arrows today. Until at least I find the right Allen key. What a bummer. Let me check here. No, I do not use a crossbow. I will show you in a second what I use. Crossbows teach their own, but I don't like them. I'll be using and have used. This is a Dart and Consequence compound bow. She does the job well. Well, that blows. See if we can get one cut. Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, okay, that's not right. Take these off. Forgot I've been take the nocks off before I cut my arrows. Okay, there's one. And one more here. Okay, we got those cuts. Now, first and foremost, I'll plug it back in. Give it some light in here. There's that. So let's get these edges a little rough up. Let's see how I get. How's everybody doing today? Good, 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 good. So what we will do is, what I like to do, and I find this to be a pretty important step, is we'll take the arrow. I'm going to take a broadhead that I know is straight. I'll take an insert here, or I guess technically these are what? These are half outs. So I'm using the Easton half out, the match grade half out. It's a 55 grain. It gets my FOC kind of exactly where I want it. Using those bad boys right there. And I don't know, YouTube's trying to tell me something. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. But anyways, I will screw the half out into the insert. No glue. That's important yet. I'm not gluing anything in yet. I'm just gonna push that, these half outs can be tricky to get in. But I will just put that in till it's seated, right? And then we'll use this small spinner for this case, because just for the sake of the camera. I'll take that, make sure it's on a level surface, and that's where I'll just spin it. And I'm just trying to see where that insert lines up the best with the broadhead and where it's, really spinning the straightest. I don't want any wobble, or, as minimum wobble as possible. We're almost there. And I'd go in like 8 turns, because you never know where it's gonna sit. Do like that though, that does look good. So yeah, that's spinning like a dream. I used to not spin my arrows because I was lazy, quite frankly. I didn't really see the reason to. And this is a benefit of building your own arrows, right? Is you can actually, you can really fine tune things like this. So after that's done, I just take a Sharpie and I'm just gonna mark a line that goes from the insert to the arrow shaft. And all that comes out. Get my glue again. Not losing that line. Doesn't take a ton of glue, but you'll want some. And I actually, I forgot a step here. Let's use this one. So this is very DIY, do it yourself, but this is for the cleaning a 22 barrel of a, of a pew-pew. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube or not. To get this to stick really well, I'm just gonna go in there and rough it up, right? Just put some abrasion on that shaft on the inside, right? Just so that glue has something to hold on to. And then as I go up, I'm twisting, right? Doesn't have to be anything fast or crazy. And I line those lines up. Pause, yeah, shaft, and probably not gonna pick it up on the camera, but you can see, yeah, you're not gonna see it, but those are lined up. And then once I'm done there, all I do is just come back and spin it again, make sure there's no minor adjustments I need done, and that's that. And then quite honestly, I'm just gonna take off the broadhead. And once the broadhead's off, I'll still make sure that's lined up, because that glue isn't quite set just yet. And I don't want it to fall off, so I'm just gonna glue that into the insert for the next arrow. Not glued in. It is cool. I don't know, I like to be a part of the total process of the hunt, which includes arrows too, right? So, all right, not forget a step this time. I'm just gonna put some abrasion in there. Perfect, that's good. It doesn't take much at all. Make sure it's square. I'm kind of doing a lot of this freehand too, just because it's easier for you to see on the camera. How's it going, Matthew? Pew Pew, I appreciate your comments. Thank you for being interactive. So once again, for those who missed, I'm gonna go ahead and put this broadhead in. I'd recommend using like a dull broadhead. Wobble again. So this one's wobbling quite a bit. So I'll give it a half turn or a quarter turn. Still wobbly, still wobbly, still wobbly. This is where you just want to slow down, take your time when you're spinning. You don't want to go too fast, because then you can overcorrect, and then you're not getting that flight, and you just end up like really frustrated. So just watch out for that. That one, we're getting real close. It doesn't have to be perfection, but you know, it's kind of one of, you know, you can be as perfect as you want. If you want to be really picky about it, which is totally fine. It's your arrow. In fact, I think you should be picky about it. But, you know, you could probably be here for hours, like just trying to get the slightest of a wobble out. See, I've gone too far there. And then you just end up mad, quite frankly. It's getting pretty good. Make sure your arrow's like balanced on the spinner too, because if it's not, well, then you're gonna get real frustrated. That one looks good. Perfect. How many pounds? This bow is 80. I've got a Tri-Tech on order that is gonna be, this bow is 70. And I've kind of reached the point where 70, it's like, I just want more. Do I need more? Probably not. Do I want more? Absolutely. Therefore, I'm going to go up and wait. So it's a 70 to 80 pound bow. So I can always go back down to 70, but I want to be able to get up to 80. Goal someday would be to shoot a 90 pound bow. But, you know, if we get there, great. If not, we don't. So, all right, once again, we've got that where we want it. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie. Mark the line, take out that insert or that half out and put some glue on there. We've already roughed up the edges. You can use all kinds of glue. You can use hot mount. You can use this like Fletching glue. In my opinion, you can. Some guys would say absolutely not. You think you can get away with the Fletching glue? I never have a problem. Just make sure you rough up the inside of the shaft. If you don't rough up the inside of the shaft, you're not going to get any glue to stick that great. Just something about the way carbon is, right? And while you're doing this, just make sure you're just spinning as you twist it up. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to move it at all. What glue or what am I trying to do? Well, I'm building arrows right now. I'm spinning arrows. Just focus on the tip too. You're looking at the tip wobble. And that one looks great. So I'm happy about that. Secure enough. And voila. We have 2 arrows spun, fletched, and ready to go. So now what I would do is take a field point and screw it in. And this is when I'll put my lighted nocks in. So key up lighted nocks. I think they're some of the best you can buy, affordable, just overall fantastic. So I'll take those. And I gotta steal one off another arrow because I'm out waiting on a shipment to come in. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you're on here and enjoying it. Hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I would just be really appreciative. So hit that, and yeah. Take these 2 field points off this arrow here, and after that, we'll be done. Jimmy, thank you, brother. Welcome from the UK. I'm sorry about the current state of the UK. It's sad to see Britain go the way it has, the great European nation it once was. But glad you're here. I don't need to bring up a bunch of sadness. So after that, here is your final product. You can see the half out field point. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Good name, too. That's a strong British name. I like that, Jimmy Brown. But welcome. Glad you're here. Can't probably do much hunting in the UK, can you? What do I think about that? I mean, I guess you can, but it's pretty heavily restricted, if I'm correct. And there you go. So now we've got 2 freshly, telling you, my friend, the whole world is, yeah, no doubt. Well, I say the UK, but you know, the US is right behind you too. So something's got to give, if you know what I mean. Something's got to give. And that's that.